Appreciative advising is a new approach to advising. It's only been around since about 2002. Has a lot of influences. I guess one of the primary ones is appreciative inquiry. The absolute definition of it was first developed in 2006, and it is the intentional collaborative practice of asking positive, open-ended questions that helps students optimize their educational experience and achieve their dreams, goals, and potentials. It is basically a framework for advising students, for establishing a rapport with students, and with helping them determine their own strengths and weaknesses so that they can transfer those strengths into academic areas where they are not doing as well as they should be doing. It's different from traditional advising in that it looks at problems from a positive, from a possibilities orientation instead of from a remedial orientation. Hopefully to help students develop their own motivation for doing better in their academic subjects. The 6 phases of appreciative advising are disarm, discover, dream, design, deliver, and don't settle. Disarm means to make the student comfortable, to make a good first impression, to give the appearance that you are there to help the student. Because we forget how intimidated students can be by us. The discover phase is about building rapport and facilitating storytelling, because it's through the student's story that we discover their strengths and their weaknesses and how we can capitalize on their strengths. We're asking open-ended questions, not questions that could just be answered with a yes or no, but open-ended questions that get the student to tell us things they've been successful at and how they were successful. The dream phase is about motivation. This is about the student's deepest dreams, how we can get them to articulate their dreams. Sometimes some students will share these very openly, other students will not. And sometimes that's not because they don't have dreams, it's because they don't trust us enough to share their dreams. Because after all, most of us have had some of our dreams trampled on at some point in our life. The design phase is about planning. It's about assessing the student's strengths, paraphrasing, reflecting back with the student about what they've done well in the past, and about helping that student design their own plan for success in other areas. Deliver is the phase where the student implements the design, the plan that they've made up. We let them know there'll be roadblocks. There may be areas where they will need to regroup and start over, but the plan belongs to the student, and it's ultimately the student's responsibility to carry out the plan. We are there to support and encourage them. Don't settle phase is about continuing to challenge the student when they do reach or stumble, have roadblocks. It's about encouraging them to raise their own bar of self-expectation. It's about being there for them when they stumble to help them get back up and start again. It may seem that a 30-minute advising appointment is not enough time to get through all 6 of these phases, but in many cases it's taken me longer to explain them to you than it might take for you to move through them. The disarm phase may only take a minute or so. Some students will already be able to articulate their dreams and they won't need any help. Some students may not be ready to work through all 6 phases in one session, especially new freshmen. And so they may need another appointment next semester or at a later time to continue the dialogue. But the results from this approach have been nothing short of phenomenal in several different institutions across the country.